leave it at that.
You witnessed?
No, he told me this on his account.
Do you buy that? How old is he?
He's 16.
Stretch the truth a little bit, just to...
Maybe. I do take word with a grain of salt.
So what, French kissing? What happened?
Hmm?
Did they use tongue?
I won't go into the gory details, but let's just say they've been joking around with each other a little bit. To the point where, like, you know, are you sure you guys are joking around?
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
more on that later. We're gonna start soon.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you're on.
What's going on, PanFam? It's another episode this week, and not just any other episode. It's the special Thanksgiving or pre-Thanksgiving episode, Friendsgiving, whatever you want to call it. And I'm your co-host Aristotle, joined by Mr. Whirlpool himself, Shazam, in the house, and Mr. Eating a Taco because he can. Make out
It's a burger.
Burger, what taco? Same thing.
No, they're
Shazam,
not.
take it away.
Woo, okay. Thanks for joining us, guys. It is I, the one and only Uncle Shazam here, and from all of us here at Panoramic Productions, we would like to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays to you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Panoramic Gaming, also to Panoramic Productions, our main channel, Panoramic TV. All right, and let's go ahead and get the show started, gents. Okay, so it's Thanksgiving. So it's pretty much Thanksgiving already in most places already. So what is your guys' plan of tomorrow?
Rest.
Just rest, chill.
3 words. Big ass dinner.
That's what's
Oh yeah,
up.
that too. Actually, we're gonna postpone ours to Friday, but
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be a big ass dinner. But yep, no turkey though. Weirdly enough.
Tomorrow for me,
Even though I do.
Tomorrow for me,
want turkey.
it's just straight cooking.
What are you
So-
cooking? What's the rock cooking?
I don't know if you can't smell it. I don't know if you can smell it, but you know, now we already got the turkey firing up. Already prepping for some chow fun tomorrow. And, oh, prime rib. That's what's also happening.
Oh, it's gonna be a slow cook though, yeah.
Oh hell yeah! So gotta get that thing on the grill. Gotta get the thing ready.
Make sure your skin just peels off.
Oh.
That's when you know you cooked the good rib.
And make it rare.
Oh,
Ultra rare.
Sorry, I actually like mine's medium rare. Sorry, I don't know about you guys, but
You don't like that gamey thing?
I actually prefer like medium rare or medium well.
Okay. Yeah, medium well's for me.
As long as it's not well done, we're friends.
So
Hey, what's wrong with well done?
yeah, nothing wrong with that. So, but no,
To
that's
each their own.
yeah, right. So I mean that's just my thing. Whenever like you know, waiter or waitresses, you know, ask you, oh, how do you like your steak done? Oh, I actually like mine's medium well, or medium
Same
rare. I was like, oh, and then you hear like five other people in the restaurant when you hear, oh, I like them rare. Oh, rare. I was like,
Weak. Oh, rare. Yeah.
I was like,
I don't know. I never really got into the whole rare thing. Just a little too much blood for me.
yeah. Especially if I don't want to
Like,
end up
yeah.
seeing red doo-doo. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to gross it out.
I mean, I'll be honest, I do like mine's medium rare too. Rare is like, I don't know.
I mean,
But
you
well
did mention
done.
Rare.
But well done is the extreme opposite of that.
Mm,
That's an absolute no-no.
It's funny because you're eating well done right now.
there you go.
This
Burgers
is
are
an
well done.
exception.
That's the exception.
Besides, it's still juicy.
Mm.
Okay. I think that's processed.
Processed rare. Processed rare.
But whatever tastes good. It's that, melted cheese on there.
Mm. Let me guess. Is that the buttery jack?
Mm-mm.
No, not the
This
buttery
is
Crunchy meal?
Hold on. Let me just show it to you.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
crafted.
This is my absolute favorite burger from McDonald's right now.
Oh, shit, dude.
The
That was
double, to be
Arby's.
exact. No, this is McDonald's.
Damn.
The quarter pounder?
It's
I think that's one of their custom burgers, dude.
signature bacon double.
Oh,
And
shit.
my
It's a
god, it's
secret menu?
delicious. Nope,
Shit. I gotta try
it's
that.
the double bacon smokehouse. I love the double bacon
okay, yeah.
smokehouse.
I saw that in the commercial, yeah. I gotta try that.
Dude, if you haven't tried it already, you have to.
It definitely
Yeah, but-
sounds like an Arby's burger.
Folks, we're not sponsored by we're not sponsored by McDonald's, sadly. So if you want to, if McDonald's want to sponsor us,
Hopefully.
let us know.
Hopefully next week, so we can get some free.
I'm not paid to tell you to try it. I'm actually telling you on my own volition.
There you go. Oh man,
Recommended. Go to McDonald's today.
there you go.
Your local McDonald's. Get it rare.
Get it rare.
How do you want your burger, sir?
Oh yeah, I would actually like mine's the kind rare. Thank you.
Extra bloody.
Extra
The
bloody.
kind rare? What the fuck? The hell is the
Extra
kind rare?
I don't know.
You know kind.
See? That kind rare. That kind rare. But anyway, oh boy. Wow, what a week, you guys. What a month has
Shit, it's just the beginning of the week. Well, halfway.
halfway.
It feels like a week already. Oh man. Just crazy stuff at work.
Yeah, dude, same here at work as well.
Since I'm off on Friday, we had to do everything by today. That's ridiculous.
Shit.
So just non-stop action. But hey, 4-day weekend.
There you go. So start to a 40 weekend. That's me. So cherry on top.
Anyway, let's head on to our curious questions tonight. Nick, why don't you start off while you're munching on that taco?
Burger. Anyway, so this is a question that I get asked in my church a lot, particularly on Fridays. But because Thanksgiving is coming up tomorrow, I do want to ask for all the people out there, what are you thankful for?
I mean, this is obviously the cliche question for Thanksgiving.
Didn't
Yeah.
I
It's
ask-
not just a
didn't-
church thing.
Didn't I ask this question the last year's Thanksgiving podcast?
I think you did.
Don't worry, I'm taking the reins this year.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. For me to be honestly thankful, I'm really besides being more thankful for family, friends, and stuff. I'm actually thankful for now that I'm actually back on my feet at a decent job for only for now, but until
Congrats.
Other than that, I'm actually really thankful for this. I'm honestly thankful for this year, even with ups and downs in between. Yeah, stuck out through.
It's a productive year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Thankful for the production that we've been producing, I guess.
Yeah.
They call it, with the skits and all that stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of which, sorry guys, I have to go pick up my sister and do a really quick errand. But I'll let this right now. This would now be the Air Nick show. Take it away, you guys.
All right.
Well, for me, I would say I'm thankful that my guitarist is finally on board with forming a band, because in Friday he actually felt really good to be playing with me and my other friend Ronan, who was playing on drums, and me on bass. And when I asked him, yo, I love your guitar, man, will you join my band? He was kind of on the fence about it, which was, something he wasn't too sure, considering he felt a bit more pressure on his shoulders about it. But because I told him the very reasonable criteria that I'm searching for the band, at least decent enough skill and commitment for once a week, that's when he jumped all in, because he knew that he could see on me that I wasn't really asking for much. Just meeting up once a day was, once a week was, you know, enough for me already. So yeah, be on the lookout. Next week, we are planning to meet. Not sure when, but next week is a pretty much a certainty. And look out for the next our first ever cover, which I will be demonstrating here on a practice that I did.
How did I know it's gonna be that song? How did I guess it was gonna be?
I don't know.
For some reason I knew it was gonna be another one by SHAZAM. But anyway, let's take a step back here. Why are you only specifically targeting your guitarist to be thankful for? Aren't you thankful for the band as a whole?
Well, yeah, but he was the only one that was,
Skeptical?
like I said, on the fence, whereas the others was like, bro, I'm in,
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I mean, just be thankful for that you have a band. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. But him specifically was because, he was kind of doubting himself to be a part of it. But because I assured him that I absolutely loved his sound, and I'm only looking to meet like at a very, very reasonable time, that's when he said yes as his final answer. And now we're keeping in contact with each other, as we should.
Nice.
Hold on. This dog wants to go out for some reason. I'll be right back.
Sure. Okay. Now it's just the air show. Welcome to the solo for Panoramic Productions. I guess you can call me the co-founder. But yeah, how you guys doing tonight? Any plans for Thanksgiving? Just comment down below. By the way, we have a couple of new projects coming up, so be on the lookout for those. We got some Darktober skits and some other side project skits. So be on the lookout. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, we're just taking a quick break. Man, I wish Phil put that standby screen.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute, Nick.
Okay.
Just entertain the crowd, like you always do.
I guess. Shh. Move.
Was it the acapella backing track?
Actually, no. It's the unplugged version of "Come as You Are."
Oh, I was gonna say it sounds different.
It's the unplugged version. There's no distortion.
It's alive.
Yeah.
Come as you are, as you were. Yes, I want you to be. There's a friend, there's a friend. There's a no me. Taking time, early up. Just it's yours, don't be late. Take a rest, there's a friend. There's a no me. Dance along some beach. Yes, I want you. There's a trend, there's a friend. Yes, I know.
Is that pretty much the whole song?
No, that's the solo.
No, I mean your part. That sounds
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah, no wonder you pick bass. The easiest one.
It's not necessarily easy.
Okay, I mean it's repetitive at least.
Believe it or not, as easy as a bass might sound to play, you're actually carrying the biggest responsibility for the band. Because
yeah, that's not a fact, but yeah, I guess I see your point.
well, look at it this way. You got the drums that keep the timing and the rhythm of the band. Simple enough. You got the guitar that's the melody of the band. You know, one of the biggest layers of the band that's very easy to hear. And then you got the singer, who obviously is the voice of the band. But to keep all of that together in one powerful package, that's the bassist's job. So for me, I'm the one who has to keep the rhythm and the harmony in line together.
I mean, it's a little bias come from you because you are the bassist, but
Well,
many
actually,
people
this
beg to differ.
this is actually something I've studied upon, and for those that might not fully understand it, are not necessarily bass players themselves. Because, you know, even Dieter as the music theorist, as a studying music theorist, he agrees that the bass player carries the biggest responsibility for the entire band.
Okay, but in a rock band, yeah, I'm sure the bassist is probably one of the biggest roles.
Well,
in there.
they're
For
they're
different genres, it depends.
they're often the most overlooked, which understandably so. They're not very easy to hear for most people,
It's
but
not very easy to hear and it's repetitive, so people just tend to forget it.
yeah, but they are needed in just about every genre over there. Maybe not this kind of bass playing, but some kind of bass rhythm in a song is needed, no matter what genre it is. Okay. Oh boy, I didn't think Phil would take this long.
I think that's funny because that's exactly what he said about you.
Interesting.
So now I'm a witness to both. You
I
guys
guess.
whining. Anyway, I don't know. I'm looking at the IGN boards, or not IGN, but Giant Bomb.
Yeah, what about
forum
it?
boards, and the question that you proposed: what is the most important part of a rock band to you? Half sing about bass, the other half they say drums because the beats.
Again, each band member has their own responsibility, and they're pretty much needed. But my point is, the role of the bass, it pretty much keeps them all together. You know, like how should I say this? Like the drum's job is to keep the rhythm and the timing, which that's already a lot already. Then you got the vocals, which is the voice. Guitar is the melody, and then the bass is the link between the drum's rhythm and the guitar's melody. It's basically the bridge between the two to make their sound work together at the same time. I mean, maybe I'm saying it wrong, but the point is,
I get it.
the job of a bass player is actually a really, really, really big one, as most
Sure.
people might not see it that way.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Most people don't see it, and most people would argue that sometimes you don't even need a bass to hear a good song.
That's a complete load of crap. Try listening to a heavy metal song without the bass, and then listen to it with one. I'm pretty sure
Big
you're
difference.
going to know the difference big time. And I've heard enough, to say that for sure. Because when I heard it, like say for example, Metallica, Enter Sandman without the bass. I was like, okay, yeah, this is not very headbanging. And in the moment I heard the bass,
It's cool because the bass and the drums, play hand in hand together perfectly.
yeah, but then the
It's what
guitar,
you bop your head to,
yeah,
You do this to a song, you're usually following the bass or the drums.
oh yeah, but the guitar is there to add the pretty flavor to it that
icing
they
on the
need.
cake.
Yep.
Same with
And
the voice.
And the voice is like to say, this is my song, this is my feeling, that kind of stuff. To make people understand, your music.
True. Okay, bias apart, who do you think is the most important member of Queen? Unbiased opinion.
Oh, that's a pretty hard one because,
Like if you listen to a song like Bohemian Rhapsody or We'll Rock You, to you, who is the most,
I'm not gonna lie when I say this, but even as a bass player, I'm absolutely in love with Brian May's guitar solos.
His riffs?
Yeah. After all, he is the founding father of Queen itself. Yeah, it started off as Smile with Roger Taylor, but when Freddie came in, everything changed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I do love Brian May's riffs though. Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
actually,
so unique.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you listen to any other guitarist, you can tell it's Brian May because that's his own style, his own sound.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, here's one guitarist I think stands out a lot, not just in his riffs, but in how he looks. Slash.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
I mean, played together in the Freddie tribute concert.
I'm not sure if I actually saw it. but I wouldn't be surprised if he
They
was
covered some
actually
songs
there.
together. It was pretty cool. It's funny because they
Brian
have the
May and
same.
Slash.
Yeah, they have the same kind of like it's curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
can tell Slash is Slash because he's got the sunglasses. He's got like
and the top hat.
cigarette, top hat.
Yeah, but Brian
Shirtless.
May doesn't wear any of that. He just has the hair. That's it.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I actually saw a video of Brian May introducing Queen's very own Monopoly game, and I'm like, wait, what? Queen has a Monopoly game now?
Yeah, how does that work?
I have no idea, but I didn't watch the whole video, but the concept to me was very interesting because it revolves around the life of being a rock star, pretty much. And I was like,
Interesting.
I would very much like to read the instructions of this game.
I would try
because,
that.
yeah.
So who are the in the Monopoly game? You got the car, the icons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The little who are the icons in this particular version?
Well, I can only imagine it's none other than Freddie,
members?
John, Brian, and Roger. Except because I didn't watch the whole video, I only saw like a few plastic pieces here and there that is in the game board. So I didn't really fully look into it. It was just looking into the idea. I'm like, Queen's very own Monopoly board. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Although it's a very interesting idea.
I would definitely like to see how how Brian plays it. A demonstration.
Yeah. Well, it's more like an unboxing video, actually.
Yeah. Okay, what about the Beatles? As an unbiased, musician, who's the most important of the Fab Four?
Oh my God, that again is another hard one because
especially in the prime, because they're all talented.
Yeah.
Super talented.
Because it's when it comes to songwriting, it was always Paul McCartney or John Lennon doing that. But because I would have to say it's a tie between them two because they it's their songwriting skills that really made the music most of all. But I would definitely credit where credit is due to George Harrison for contributing his own songwriting skills, which was actually pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Very good. And at the end of it all, it's kind of a case of student beating teacher.
Yeah, you could say that.
The last two albums, he wrote the two most popular Beatles songs ever.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps is definitely a good example of that.
That one, Here Comes the Sun, Something. Yeah, those are some of the best Beatles songs. So for him, it's definitely quality over quantity.
Yeah. In fact, he's possibly the most underrated Beatles member in the Fab Four.
Definitely, yeah. It's funny because Ringo was actually more popular than him back in the day.
And he's only the drummer, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't really,
Yeah.
He's always in the background, so.
Pretty much.
He's just very unassuming as a person.
Yeah. I mean.
John Deacon.
Yeah, John Deacon, he wasn't really much of a loud kind of guy, but he did his big share for the band.
He's actually a PhD.
Yeah, he's a PhD in electrical engineering.
Yep. And Brian May's in aerospace or something?
It was actually astronomy.
Astronomy.
And then Roger Taylor was supposed to be a dentist. And Freddie was supposed to be an art teacher, which is why how he designed the logo for Queen. It's because of all the art style he learned.
Definitely.
And I could only imagine what if I actually went to an alternate universe and Queen does not exist, but all four of them have their own, not band, but they're in their profession that they chose. I'm like,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, I'd be like, wait a minute, you're telling me Queen does not exist in this universe, but the band members do. What are they doing? Oh, well, Freddie is he's an art teacher. Roger Taylor is a dentist. Brian May is an astronomer, and John Deacon is an electrical engineer. I'm like, what? No way! I would never believe it for a second.
I mean, would they be well known being in that profession? I don't think they would.
Maybe.
They'd just be regular guys, you know? No one would know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how, you know, music propels you to the next level.
Oh yeah, it does. It really does. In fact, to me, it's one of the most rewarding things that anybody could do. Like, if you know how to play music, even if it's not your own material, it definitely has a reward of its own.
Internally and externally.
Yep.
It was actually, since we'll just go to our next question here, what makes you feel alive is my question. Like, you know, every day you wake up, what are you looking forward to? What are you, you know, what puts a smile on your face?
What makes me alive? It's either me winning chicken dinners or learning how, accomplishing a song that I couldn't play before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any song or just anything that you put your mind to?
Whatever I put my mind to, and if I can actually accomplish it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I could play this now. I gotta record it.
And you feel extremely proud of yourself.
Yep, exactly.
And you gotta show someone.
Yeah, in fact, to me, out of all the recordings I've done, Another One Bites the Dust practice cover is my absolute favorite right now.
Is it because you finished the whole thing?
It's because I finished the whole thing very cleanly, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I could actually send you the full recording now.
I'd like it, actually. I'd like to listen to it and compare it to the real version.
Well, I can pretty much tell you that it's like it's sort of like a copy, pretty much, but that's how covers work.
I mean, yeah, it's
imitated.
Your own version, right? I just want to see the differences, if any.
Well, the one difference you should know is one is on the electric bass, the other is on the acoustic bass.
And one is played by John Deacon, one is played by Nick Galton.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, jeez, what the heck? Come on. In fact, that's a pretty good song to start on when you're a beginning bassist. Like for me, I could see myself at the intermediate level now, because before I would have a lot of trouble playing walking bass lines, but now I could play them almost pretty well, because the one walking bass line that I had a lot of trouble doing with Deether, most especially, was the walking bass line for "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra. But now, I could almost complete it.
Really?
Yeah, before I couldn't even get through the first measure. Like, it was very, very struggling.
And would you say, mastering, or not mastering, but, getting better at Another One Bites the Dust kind of help you on that?
Yeah, I think so. It's not a walking bass line, but it's definitely,
a little advanced.
Yeah, well, it's not really advanced to me, but at the same time, I couldn't play it very cleanly before. But after putting in some practice for like a few minutes, a few hours, now I could do it.
And, beating a song, or in this case, beating a song, accomplishing it, would make you, I guess, power level up, you know what I mean?
Pretty much, yeah.
Next song, like you feel more experienced now.
Yep.
You did that.
And not only that, but as minor as this seems, I also know what notes to hit on the fretboard now. Like, it's not just me saying, it's not just me hitting the second string on the third fret. No, whenever I say second string, I'm actually talking about the A string. And if you hit the A string on the 3rd fret, you're playing the key of C. That's something I can actually say now.
True.
Mm.
Alright, let me see.
Wait, are we still live right now?
Yeah, we're live. What's up?
Oh my god. Okay.
Why?
No, it's you know, I thought because Phil was gone, I thought we would be like
Standby?
you know, on standby, yeah. But
Yeah,
the
no,
fact that everybody knows what like everybody can hear what I'm talking about now, I don't know what to say about it, honestly.
No B. Why? Why does it matter if they know about your music life? If
Well,
anything, that's good.
yeah, I know. It's just that, you know, I never really expected it to be on live, you know?
Well, now people know you more. And that's good.
I guess, sure.
They don't know you're a crazy psychotic person.
Huh.
Do they?
Hmm.
Okay, what are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm just whatchamacall. Just surfing the internet right now.
You don't play games since we're waiting?
Yeah, sure.
Is that Flighting Me to the Moon?
Mm-hmm. Wait, how did you know that?
Dude, I know Sinatra by heart, man.
Damn. Okay.
Yep. I know that song.
But yeah, this was actually something I couldn't even play before. But
Sounds
after
good so far.
after working on it, it's like, you know, I could do it. I struggle here and there a little bit, but not as bad as before.
Okay, let's do a little jams here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just practicing it, but sure.
There you go. Start it.
Wait.
Wait, are you supposed to follow me or I'm following you?
I don't know. I'm just practicing the scale right now.
How far can you play the song to? Like the whole song or like to the chorus?
Well, considering the tablature I was given, I basically have to repeat 4 measures of this walking bass line until the song ends. But then there's like this outro right here where it kind of changes to something else. But right now I'm just working on. Okay. Why do you know how to play it?
No, I'm just gonna sing it and then I'll follow you.
Oh, okay, okay, sure.
Okay, so 1, 2. After I make my 8 count, you start.
Okay.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, kind of hard to hear. Baby,
I know. I'm actually not playing it that loud.
Okay. But yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are we in the same note here?
I don't know. I mean,
tell.
this. Well, believe it or not, at the time this song was made, this was not a thing yet.
Yeah.
It was like
standing.
a stand up, which is
Yeah.
you know, according to Deether, it's very different from playing.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Because for one, it's standing up, and
Well,
two,
yeah, but it sounds the same to me. Same
yeah,
concept.
it sounds the same, but the reverb compared to, you know, this acoustic guitar, the reverb is very, very, very strong. Like just plucking one string, you can feel like a sound wave going through a whole room.
For a standing bass?
Yeah, the stand-up bass.
How that compared to a plugged-in bass?
Well, let's see here. It's sort of like the acoustic bass that I'm playing right now, except
Okay.
it doesn't make the same kind of sound impact that I'm playing right here.
Right.
But I haven't really tried it myself, so I can't really say much on how stand-up bass is played. All I know, according to Deether, is it's very, very, very different from playing an actual bass guitar.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
but
thought the acoustic bass was just a modern, version of the standing bass.
well, the acoustic bass is basically the acoustic version of the bass guitar, obviously, because for some reason, whenever I see bands perform acoustic guitar songs, I see an electric bass in the background, and I'm thinking, why don't they play with an acoustic
Yeah.
bass to make it a bit more fair playing field?
Mhm.
But apparently not. Although, that's not really my place to complain, because that's them and I'm me.
I guess to each your own. Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
you would prefer acoustic.
I actually like acoustic better, mainly because you don't really need power to play it. Plus, it's a lot more like you have better mobility, because if you carry a regular bass guitar, you gotta carry that plus an amp, a specific kind of amp, mind
Yeah.
you, to make it work. But this, you don't need any amp at all. The amp part is totally optional.
So it's all convenience to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, it's a bit more cleansing to the mind too, because like how heavy metal is it's very rough in its sound,
Right.
and as shocking as this might sound, heavy metal actually applies music theory very, very, very well. Like, it's very technical when
Right.
it comes to applying music theory. As shocking as that might sound to some people.
Definitely. I mean, Queen is a heavy rock band. Some would say, and some would say it's a very calming band.
Well, look, I actually
Some
see them
songs.
this way. They like to cross boundaries, which I think
Right.
is a very good thing. Like, they dip their feet in rock, they dip their feet in opera,
Jazz.
they dip their feet in jazz. They even did some blues, rockabilly, synthesizer pop.
Heavy
They can
rock.
do
Everything.
heavy rock. They can do almost anything if they want, if they set their minds to it.
Yep. I wonder who
Which,
wrote most of their songs.
that's a good question. I'm willing to bet a lot of people will say Freddie.
Well, I would say it was Freddie, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Brian too. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's a genius
Mm-hmm.
songwriter himself.
As
I
underrated.
mean, he made "We'll Rock You."
Yeah. Well, that's not just the biopic speaking for itself.
Yeah, no, that's the actual facts.
Yeah. Well, guess who wrote Another One Bites the Dust? John Deacon. Who wrote These Are the Days of Our Lives, which was one of Freddie's
Roger Taylor?
last songs. That was actually
Yep.
Roger Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So every member, has their own set of songwriting skills applied to their songs.
For
But
sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if the number one songwriter in the group is Freddie. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm actually very surprised, or I'm actually very curious. Now I'm gonna Google it.
Mm.
Who's the main songwriter? It might have been just a collaborative effort.
Could be. You want me to call Phil?
Sure.
Okay.
Hopefully, I didn't fall asleep.
I hope not. In the middle of a road too. Frick.
Oh man.
I'll be back very shortly. Just waiting on my sister. I don't know what she's doing.
Okay.
Hello?
Just